Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. 14 years. 14 years. I'm like, holy crap, man, time flies. So what's 14 years? Today is actually still the 15th. You're going to see this video on the 16th at 7 o'clock. 14 years I've been on YouTube now. That blows me away. That it has been that long. I can't believe it's been that long. But yeah, 14 years. You know, looking back at my journey, if you will, here, and Hurricane Katrina was my really big wake-up call. And that really accelerated me with prepping, you know, at that point in time. And so I started, you know, researching. Made a ton of mistakes like everybody else does, a ton of mistakes. And slowly learned, slowly figured out, you know, what works, what don't work, what should I be doing, what should I not be doing. You know, and then I shared a lot of that information with you guys over the course of these many years. And I went from doing videos in my house in Greece, New York, in suburbia, doing them in the basement, stocking up there. Bought my first property in a small town called Avoca, which was about an hour and 20 minutes south of Rochester. And I bought 10 acres in the middle of the woods. The driveway on that one was 1.2 miles to get into the property. And started out doing work there, getting things squared away there. And that was my initial channel that I started doing that on, which was Odin L 555555, if you want to look that up. Why that, I don't know, but that's what I did. So was doing stuff there. Got divorced. Things changed. Bought, you know, sold that property because of the divorce, and then ended up buying the other property that I had in New York. We had 3 acres. The first property was 10 acres. Second property was 3 acres. And so I bought that one. And that worked out really good there. And you guys have seen that entire journey from that property on this channel. And so that was pretty amazing. And I thought that was going to be it. You know, I was going to be there forever. And you know, I would do my, you know, YouTubing and showing and all that type of stuff, you know. Had my sister move in up on the property and all that. And then just one day, I was like, you know, I want to be someplace better. I want to be someplace more remote. I want to be someplace where we have a better chance of survival and all those type of things. So I originally was looking at Kentucky or Tennessee, and I had a good friend of mine, Eric, who lives in Washington, D.C. with his wife, and he had said to me, he goes, Ed, check out West Virginia. And I was like, West Virginia? And he was like, started, you know, naming off things. He goes, I know you like the mountains. They don't call it the mountain state for nothing. You know, he says, I know that, you know, the land was fairly cheap. The taxes were low, you know, good Second Amendment. It's a red state. So, you know, just, you know, the weather's going to be, you're still going to get the 4 seasons, but it's not anywhere near like New York. So, you know, he's naming off all these things, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll check it out. And I came down here, and I stayed in one town for 3 days and talked to 3 different real estate agents on the phone and told them what I was looking for, and not one of them got back to me. Not one of them. And I was like, okay. So I said to Heather, we're going to pack up, we're going to find a piece of land. She goes, how? And I said, we're going to find something. And there was a little newspaper. I stopped at a gas station to get some gas, and they had a little newspaper called the Mountain Trader, which is now no longer in business anymore. They went out of business. And it was like 89 cents. And so I said, well, let me look in there, and I'm looking at that. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to buy that, because it had, land for sale. And that's how I ended up finding this place. And, when we came here and I met with Randy, and he brought us back here, and we didn't come into the lower meadow at that point, because the top of that was another 20, probably 10, 12 feet higher than it is now. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to drive down there. So we were looking at the property and, and how far back it was. And the first thing he said to me was, "Is too far back in for you?" And I remember looking at him go, "You don't understand." I go, "This is perfect." And so, Heather looked at me and she went, "This is the one, isn't it, Dad?" And I went, "Yeah, Hev, this is the one." We had an upper meadow that was open, a lower meadow that was open. I could put up solar panels, not have to cut down any trees. Had to make a flat spot because there wasn't a flat spot. As far as that went, everything was rolling hills here, and that's okay. But we've made our journey and came down here and started again. And I can remember when I first got down here, people were saying, "Oh my God, there's not enough time. You're never going to have enough time to get things done." And I was like, well, we're going to see, And then I started the group down here and got that started. And, everything has kind of taken off from there, and we've done really, really well. I think we've made a tremendous amount of progress in 4 years, well, 3.5 as a group. We've come a long way, and it's going to be, it's just going to continue to get better and better. And so, that's kind of where we're at. And there's Roy, the last bastion. You gonna feed that fire?
No, not right now.
Oh, okay. But we've come a long way. Got a lot done. Got a long way to go. We're just going to continue to do the best we can. I appreciate all of you that have followed me through this 14-year journey. Thanks for the people that told me I was too old to start over again. I take that as a challenge, always have. I like it when people tell me, "You can't do that. There's no way you're going to get that done. There's no way you're going to do that." And every time we do. And so, that part alone has been very enjoyable. Very, very enjoyable. So, but we're doing well. We're going to be okay. And we're just going to continue to take care of our business down here. And, we got October, November, December. And I'm hoping, that we got more wood stoves in, more people have their stuff hooked up, and we just keep doing those type of things, and we're going to be just fine. Anyway, guys, so it's been a great journey. It's been a lot of fun. I appreciate the support over the years. I know a lot of you have been with me a very, very long time, but 14 years is a long time to be on YouTube with this channel. It was longer before then with the other, but we've come a long way. It's been a fun ride, and it's going to continue, and hopefully we'll continue and have plenty of time and get this squared away the way we want it to be squared away and go from there. So I'm going to jump off, guys. I really do appreciate all of you. Have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.